Under the scorching midday sun, the massive rodeo arena in Red Rock, Texas, was filled with dust and clamor. Amidst deafening country music and the roar of spectators, what stood in the middle of the arena made even the biggest cowboys break into a sweat. It was no ordinary animal, a massive black Texas longhorn bull named Titan. His muscular build was hard as iron. His eyes glowed red like burning embers, and smoke billowed from his nostrils. Whoever tamed him would win $1 million. Renowned bull riders had driven from distant towns. Some had bodies like mountains. Others had the strength of elephants in their arms. The battle began. The first cowboy applied all his strength. Titan tossed him into the air like a dry leaf. The second threw a rope for the horns. He too was rolling in the dust. Many came. All fell. Dust, pain, humiliation. The crowd's excitement turned to fear. This isn't a bull. It's a monster. In a corner of that terrified crowd stood a skinny 14-year-old boy named Jake. His denim jeans were patched in several places. His cowboy boots were peeling. But his eyes held no fear, only a strange, deep peace. Jake's world was very different from this glamour. He made his living scavenging scrap metal from the dump yard outside town. His home was a trailer in a run-down park on the edge of town, where his sick mother fought death every moment. Her cough worsened daily from lack of medicine. Jake's father, once the county's most skilled large animal veterinary doctor and horse whisperer, had died in a car crash years ago. But before leaving, he had given his son an invaluable treasure, the ability to understand the minds of animals. Jake, you have to win an animal with your heart, not with force. When you look into its eyes without fear, its anger will melt away on its own. Today, that voice echoed in Jake's ears. He pushed through the crowd and stepped forward. Roars of laughter erupted. Hey, it's the scrap scavenging kid. But Jake walked straight to the VIP gallery where Riley Sterling sat, daughter of Texas's wealthiest oil baron. Incredibly beautiful, confident, and arrogant. She was the one who had the announcement made. This fight was held because of her stubbornness. Jake stopped before her. His voice didn't tremble. I want a chance. I can tame this bull. The stadium went dead silent. Then Riley smiled faintly. If you tame Titan, I will give you $1 million. Jake took a step forward. If I win, you will also have to marry me. Lightning struck the arena. Riley's eyes flashed with astonishment, then a challenging smile. And if you lose, you'll be my slave at my ranch for the rest of your life. Done. Challenge accepted. Jake entered the arena. No rush, no aggressive posture. Titan charged with a terrifying roar. Screams erupted. Jake stood still, then at the last moment, dodged lightly to one side. The gust knocked him to the ground. He won't get up, someone yelled. But Jake stood. Blood dripped from his knee. His palms were scraped. His eyes showed no sign of giving up. He synchronized his breathing with the bull's. He could feel its heat, its heartbeat, its anger. Then the opportunity came. He mounted Titan's back with the speed of lightning. The bull went berserk, jumping, bucking. Jake went high into the air but didn't fall. A grip tight as steel. The entire arena went silent. Thousands held their breath. His father's voice rang out. When the animal starts to get tired, don't fight it. Show it the way. Jake didn't force it. He adjusted to every movement. Minutes passed. Titan's anger turned to exhaustion. Jake slowly changed the pressure of his grip, not suppressing the bull, but signaling it to turn. Directing, not fighting. Then something no one had imagined. That massive black monster slowly dropped to its knees and sat down. The commentator screamed into the microphone. Titan sat down. The Texas sky shook with applause. Jake gently stroked his forehead, like someone comforting an old dog. The animal that had charged like a messenger of death was now calm as an obedient calf. Riley came down to the arena. This boy has made the impossible possible. The crowd roared, give him the prize. Jake stood, legs shaking, resolve solid as a rock. Riley asked his name. Jake, 14 years old. Her face turned serious. The law cannot give this some directly to a minor. Restlessness swept the crowd. Jake's fists clenched. The ground felt swept from beneath him. In an agonized voice, I don't want the full million. Just enough so my mother can be treated. His words pierced every heart. Riley looked at him, no arrogance now. Only respect. You have a very big heart, Jake. We will find a way. He didn't wait. He ran straight back to the trailer. His mother lay inside, breathing heavy, eyes closed. He knelt beside her and took her cold hand. "Mom, wake up. I won." She opened her eyes slowly. "I knew your father was alive in you." The next morning at the mayor's office, Riley stood with the town's distinguished people. "There is no question about your victory. The entire amount has been transferred to a medical center in Houston for your mother's full treatment." Jake didn't hesitate. "Deal. I don't want the money. I want my mother." Ambulance sirens echoed through Red Rock. Jake sat in the corner of the ambulance holding her hand, afraid that if he let go, she'd slip away. At the Houston hospital, his mother was rushed to the ICU. Hours passed. No news. Every time a doctor appeared, his heart stopped. He folded his hands in the corner. "God, if Dad is watching, please save my mother." At first light, the surgeon emerged. The operation was successful. "She's out of danger." Jake slumped to the floor. The weight of the world lifted. Tears streamed, tears of joy. His mother recovered. The town changed around him. People who had mocked him now respectfully removed their hats. One day, Riley came in plain jeans, no arrogance. "You didn't just tame Titan, you shattered my ego, too. I remember the challenge. But a marriage shouldn't happen out of stubbornness. If it ever happens, it will be based on equality and respect." Jake replied calmly, "I won the bet. I don't want to lose a heart. Time will decide the rest." Jake stopped scavenging. He learned mechanic work. His mother recovered completely. Laughter returned to the house. One evening, Jake looked at the sky. "Dad, what you taught me is what saved Mom." A gust of wind brushed his hair, as if someone placed a hand on his head. The people of Red Rock sat around campfires and told his story to their children. If you have inner strength and pure courage, even fate admits defeat. Jake would look at the star-filled sky and tell himself, "I wasn't poor. I was just taking a test of life, and I passed." His story was never printed in the New York Times, but it lived as an example for every person who, despite being weak, never quits. And that was Jake's true victory, bigger than $1 million, bigger than death. The victory of life.